Banger. By the way, you owe us a pound, mister. Gato Marine, you owe me a pound. He ain't late, mate. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Your favorite show of the week, the Tuesday show, ladies and gentlemen, with Kopish. Well, one member of Kopish. And you get me, Tom. Today we have a special guest replacing Matt because I need to keep my sanity on the stream because of the other two. So joining us, of course, this is pre-11 o'clock, Jamie. How you doing, Jamie, mate? You're on mute. Oh, I propped you.
My microphone wire just came out. I do apologise. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. Looking forward to this.
Thank you for joining me so we can keep our sanity on the stream.
I hear it. I hear it.
Because it's like you have to work with both of them. Can you imagine? It's crazy.
It's
and
hard
it's
work.
without Matt as well. Like, bro.
It's a grind. I know. It's a grind.
Yeah, it's madness. How can I be with those two by myself? I have no idea. Anyway, big up for joining. Big up for joining. Big up, Jamie. He's actually not late. You get me. So joining us is a man like Callum. Hi, Cal.
How you doing, brothers?
I'm good. I'm good. You're in the villa today.
The sanity. So Tom's late.
Yeah, well late.
He's 10 minutes late as of this second.
It's so early in the day. I'm going to keep it PG, so I won't say anything.
Oh yeah. Keep it PG. Way too early. Way too early for the crazy.
Way too early.
I give it 10 minutes. And James.
How's the laptop, Ed? Fantastic question. I used, first of all, thank God that the coffee was cold, and thank God that the coffee had no sugar. I immediately grabbed some, you know, them thick ass kitchen towels, like the kitchen tissue paper. I grabbed it and I just completely dried it up, bro. So
you said thick and arse, and I was about to say something. You know,
I told you, I give him 10 minutes. He's gonna break.
I can't.
He's gonna control himself. I promise you, he's gonna control himself.
Deep breaths.
Anyway, guys, listen. You guys have been here before. Let's not do this every stream. 520 people in here. Let's be greedy today. 500 likes immediately. Every single one of you. Close the live chat. Hit the like button. And let's just get this party started. So let's talk about Ekitike, because since last week, obviously we know what happened last week when the whole Isak bombas was dropping. But Ekitike is a Liverpool player. You get me? Oh, look who showed up.
Here he is.
Oh, look who showed up. If only he actually read the group chat, but he's a celebrity now. Hey, look at me. I go on Redmond TV. I go on the Anfield Rap. I interact with Barry on Twitter. You know,
Barry?
So yeah, like now he doesn't even check the group chats. Yeah, I thought the show was at 1:30, so I didn't check the group chat. Can you check the group chat, mate?
It's been 1:50.
And you're wearing that ugly ass Warrior kit as well. Oh,
it's actually new. It's New Balance, mate.
Oh,
New Balance. So you don't even know that. You don't even. You tried to cook me, and you got it wrong on the first step. So I win ultimately. This ain't some Warrior kit. This is 2016-17. Ekitike's done it for half a season, and yet people are all over him. I do not want to let Quanta go. I think he's one of the best young centre-backs on the planet. You sell Diaz for 18, you buy Malik Fofana for 10.
That's cruel.
I mean, ultimately, though, the last part I was right on with the news today. Diaz is going to go and Malik Fofana is going to come in.
Just take the L.
So, again, who's the real winner?
Not you. That's what the real winner is. Yo, what the hell just happened? Wait.
I'll clear this up.
Yeah, here you go.
Right,
Did you know Cal got manhandled by his own son? Okay.
No, I'll clear this up.
He got choked out. Yeah.
He got him.
No, don't do that, Jamie. Don't do that.
No, I heard the story. You ain't gonna sit here and deny
I didn't realize the whole Sanderson family was into MMA like that.
No. Yeah. All right. So basically, I've started Stevie in jiu-jitsu. So I was showing him some of the different techniques, like an arm bar and stuff like that. So he got me into a choke, and I said to him, I was like, look, when I tap, that's when you stop. Because if you're sparring with someone and they tap, you're meant to stop. So he couldn't get the choke in. So I kept on having to adjust his arm until he got the choke in. And then when he got it in, I was just like, okay, squeeze a bit harder. And then I tapped him. But he didn't stop. So I tapped him again and he still didn't stop. So I had to literally break the grip. So then I sort of turned around to him. I was like, Steve, why don't you let go? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, didn't you feel me tapping? He's like, yeah. And he's like, I was like, so why didn't you let go? I said to let go. And he's like, I don't know. And I was just like, you almost choked me out. He's like, sorry, and just walked off. I think he did it on purpose. So
you think? Me, Callum, and Tom had a conversation in the background last week, bro. Listen,
I told you this, Husam. Though I told you they're tapped, bro. But my daughter is going into. We've had to rearrange where stuff is in our kitchen. Rearrange stuff because she keeps on going in the freezer and keeps on going in the cupboard and taking stuff out, and then she has a go at people when they take it away from her. Like she attacked her brother yesterday. She's 1.5. She's nuts.
So you got one kid who can choke your house, the other one who's just stealing all your stuff from the kitchen.
Yeah, Robbie's a maniac as well. Don't be fooled.
Fair. Shout out Robbie. Big up to Cal Curse who says Isak demanding 300k a week. I did see that news. We'll speak about it.
That's calm. We can do that.
Jamie's mustache remind me of Dr. Robotnik and Sonic.
Dr. Robotnik.
I don't know who that is. Affairs.
He's the villain. He's the Sonic villain,
yeah. Ain't that Eggman?
Yeah, Eggman. Yeah.
Oh.
Why the fuck do you know it's Eggman and not Dr. Robotnik?
Isak is coming. Check Eddie Howe recent quotes is what Nicholas is saying. Listen, we'll speak about this Isak thing in a bit. Big up to all of you guys locked in. 800 people in here. Like I said, please do like the video. Please do subscribe.
Have you seen the Sadio Mane statue that Senegal gave him?
No.
I'll share it with you guys. It's awful.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'll send it to Sam so he can.
Just going to crash out when he sees it because Mane is his favorite player. Just going to crash out.
Anyway, guys, back to the Liverpool, current Liverpool. You get me? How do you guys feel about this Ekitike signing? Tom, can you? Why are you like so laid back? The people can barely see you.
I'm reading the news.
You're so like you're over here, like you're in the corner of the camera. Can you sit up? Okay, sit up, like speak to the people. You're Tom Little. You can't be sat back like this. Anyway, start to you, Cal. Talk about this Ekitike situation. Of course you can.
I'm happy with it, bro. I'm over the moon with the signing. Will he be my first choice? No, but I do rate the footballer. I rate the player. Can he improve? Yes, but surely that's what we have an elite coach to do, right? Is improve the players we have. Not just that, we couldn't have given Newcastle Ekitike, had a free run at him, and then tried to get Isak, because that could have completely startled the whole transfer window and just put it into disarray. Newcastle, let's not forget, they are trying to become a rival of Liverpool Football Club in the league.
Oh. He's going back with a choke.
Everyone said.
You see checking the shoulder, and that's a man who's terrified.
He's going to choke him.
It's like, you got PTSD then.
No, sorry about that. No, there was. I thought someone was. There was just a very random situation.
There it is. There's the statue.
Oh, that's not the statue.
Yeah, that's apparently.
Oh my God! Is that what you're on, Red Lion of Teranga in Senegal? That's what you call a statue. A Red Lion. Have no words.
No, we could have let Newcastle get Ekitike and then keep Isak, because they'd have pulled our pants down for Isak, and if we didn't get him, then we were without a striker going into the season. We had to do what we had to do, and the ball's still in our court somewhat because the player still wants to come to Liverpool, and I think we still want to play, and we have enough capacity to make the deal happen. So, yeah, we're good, man.
No, I agree, man. Look, I'm buzzing about Ekitike. I think he's a great player, and yeah, if we don't get another striker this summer, but we get wingers and the centre back that we need, I'm more than happy. I really am. You know, it's just his ability to link up play like a Bobby Firmino type player, but can score goals as well. So, yeah, I think it'd be a great bit of business. I don't care about how much he costs. Don't give a crap. You know, it's not our money. Striker market, the striker market is over fluctuated anyway. So you got to pay what you have to pay for. So I don't care, man. Bring him to my club, man. Let the rivals cry, pretend that he's no good, and then all the rivals pretending that they weren't linked with him in the first place, and he's gone to us, and all this nonsense. I love Ekitike. His link-up play, I think, will help Salah for the next 2 years as well. You know, he don't have to do any running back like he has done in previous years. He can appreciate. I reckon Salah can get numbers like he did last season because he's now got someone who can link up with him, who's got a first touch, who can control the ball, who can play with his back to goal, turn around and find him in the channels. Unlike, you know, Uruguayan donkey who's got 3 legs, you know, carrying all that hay, can't get to the water. That's Darwin. You know, and now we've got a proper striker who can do all that. So I'm happy, man. And then when Rodrygo comes on that left-hand side, yeah, everyone better pray.
I mean, he's a good sign. If I look at him through the line...
Tom, I just built the shit out of him. He's a good sign.
Yeah, you played that down, Tom.
No, because we know where I stand on it. I want an Isak.
Is Mike connected or is it just me?
Oh my god, I can't fucking do anything right this time, can I? I'm sitting too far down. My mic's not on. My mic is on, by the way. I can't fucking win, can I?
Is your audio coming through your mic or your laptop?
Yes. It's going through my It's coming through my microphone.
Okay, relax.
I can't win.
Just checking.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yes, he's a good signing. If you look at him through the light of a Firmino or a Benzema, if you look at him thinking he's going to be Isak 2.0, he's not Isak 2.0. He's not as clinical. He's not that cold-blooded killer, whatever. But he's the guy who can come in, bring wingers into the game very well, has a very good connection with number 10s. That's what we want from a striker. And I think, you know, once we add Isak to go up, you know, alongside him in that position, you know, we get the option to play the 4-4-2 that we were told, you know, Newcastle are going to play. We can play it where we've got a striker that we want to build through in Ekitike, or the striker that we want to build for in Isak. Either way, it works wonderfully. You know, I'm fully buying into the delusion that everyone's coming in this window because everyone's coming so far this window. So why would I stop believing now? Why would I stop enjoying my high now? So we're gonna get Ekitike, we're gonna get Fofana, we're gonna get Rodrygo, and we're gonna get Isak, and we're gonna have the best front line in European football. Which can play wonderfully with each other. It's got all the aspects that you want from it. And then in 2 years' time, when Mohamed Salah departs, when probably Cody Gakpo departs, Ben Doak, Rio and Gamoa step into the shoes, and Liverpool Football Club are on top of the world.
Ben Doak, I don't know if Ben Doak would be here, to be fair. But Rio, yeah. Have you seen the reports today that Liverpool would look at Fofana as a Chiesa replacement, not a left-hand side.
So Fofana's for Chiesa, that young attacking player,
super sub kind of player. Yeah.
Rodrygo is Diaz. Ekitike was Jota, rest in peace, and Isak would be Nunes. In an ideal world.
So it's going to look.
So.
Are we building our own Galacticos? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying, mate. But we're going to do it better.
There you go.
Because we're getting the right players in, and you know we had Mark Gay at centre back as well. Next summer we go by Adam Morton. All of a sudden you're looking at the best team in Europe.
There you go. With the best coach.
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but
don't be the Debbie Downer. You've got a choice here. Don't be the Debbie Downer.
You didn't want Ekitike. Here's the thing. Too late. With the boat sailed
Also, your wonderful little video that you used to take the piss at me showed me having him in the lineup, so I did one, so I can claim both of these.
You
Sorry
said
to
you
cut
did
you
it for
in,
half
Sam.
a season. That's what you
On
said.
the Fofana thing, Fofana coming into play as a right winger for me doesn't sit too great for me. I think the player is very good.
That's where he comes into play, though.
Say again, sorry?
I don't think that's the only position that he comes into play, though.
It's like a super sub they're being called. Like
No, I hear that.
he's a
But if
young
we sign
guy,
Rodrygo and Isak, which is what we all hope for,
That's not going to
Fofana
happen.
becomes surplus. Husam, what's wrong with you today, bro?
Okay, I'll tell you. Look, here's the thing. I don't think we're gonna sign Ekitike, Isak, and Rodrygo. I think we're gonna sign Ekitike.
Boo!
You
Tomatoes
boring
in the chat,
bastard.
So
Can I
tomatoes
just
in the
speak,
chat.
bro? Look
Tomatoes
at
in
this
the
guy.
chat.
No, because you're bringing bad vibes to the stream. I want
I'm
good
not
vibes.
bringing bad vibes. I think we can. I think we're gonna win the league like next season.
Bad
I think we're
energy,
gonna win.
Husam. That's his name.
I think we're gonna
Bet.
win the league next
Bet.
season. Here we go. See, you can't even talk. I think we're gonna win the league next season. You get me? But I don't see a world in which we sign Isak and Rodrygo in the same window and sign Mark Gahey as well. That's the thing I'm looking at. I think
Okay,
we're
so
gonna.
fuck off, Mark Gay. I don't need defense.
I think have some shame. I think we're gonna sign Ekitike. I think if Rodrygo isn't a cuck, we're gonna sign Rodrygo because if he wants to sit there on the bench at Real Madrid for a year, that's literally a bad indication for himself. Even you get me. So you get that's the thing. Like it's if he wants to stay at Real Madrid and sit on the bench for a year, that's something that's like totally up to him. But I would be surprised if he does so. But I'm looking at this team right now. Look, I think if Rodrygo wants to leave Real Madrid, we sign him, and then we sign Mark Gahey, and that's it. I don't think we sign anyone else because we've got Cody.
We'll only have 4 attackers, bro.
You say this, but like I think we might have to trust some youngsters in some positions.
No,
like, I don't see...
no.
Here we go. Okay, guys. So now we're going all out crazy. None of these guys can control themselves. We're gonna sign Isak, Rodrygo, and Ekitike, and we're gonna bring in Malik Fofana. Where are we going with it?
I don't think we're bringing Fofana. I don't think we're bringing.
You do realize that we're just doing succession planning.
You don't think we bring in the £20 million signing? Wow.
I think Fofana will cost about 40 million. I don't think it'll be 20 million.
No, he will not cost 40. He will not. Stop it.
I mean, if we're being brutally honest, though, the football club kind of needs to do this because it's what we've been asking them to do for years now, which is getting the players that are going to replace the players in before they actually go. So we do realise, everyone on this panel realised that Salah and Gakpo are here for 2 more years at the most. That's all they've got left.
The point.
Yeah, but it is the point, though, Husam.
Okay, so you're saying Liverpool are going to sign Ekitike, Isak, and Rodrygo?
I think there's a well where they do it, yeah. I think they're so committed. They're so committed to Alexander Isak.
Have you guys all gone crazy, basically? I'm the only logical one.
Oh, I agree with you, Sam. I agree.
Thank you, Jamie.
I don't think it's crazy.
The voice of reason.
I don't think it's crazy.
Jamie, the voice of reason.
Yes.
Cal, have you realised that anyone who agrees with them is a voice of reason? Anyone who disagrees with them is crazy. So it's all the double standard.
I thought you're not partners. That's what you told me on Kopish last night.
We're not.
Oh, we're not. Yeah. Rare moment where you both agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is the football club so unified on Alexander Isak that they're willing to treat him like Virgil van Dijk. They're willing to wait a year for him. They will be at that table whenever he is available.
But that's not the point.
But it is the point.
No one's talking about next summer. We're talking about now.
The point, yes. So when we touch on it in a minute, Newcastle are setting everything up to make out that he's a mercenary who asked for too much money and forced his way out. There's nothing we could do. We just had to get rid of him now. If you think Newcastle, the moment they go, oh yeah, we're going to have to sell Alex Isak this window, we aren't going to be there going, there's your money.
I agree with you, Tom. I look, if Isak's available and they can get him this summer, Liverpool will get Isak, but then they won't get Rodrygo.
But then we're short on the wing.
Because you got Cody Gakpo as your number 1 left winger.
Mm-hmm.
You got Wirtz who can play left wing. You've got if you want to play inside forwards in the channel and not really wide men, you can play Ekitike off the left. So there is possibilities of doing things inside the club, and the club. Look, he's only 16, but he'll be 17 soon. But the club really like Rio.
You can't be putting that pressure on.
No. But I think you got to make sure there's a succession plan for him to get.
The succession plan for Rio is he takes Gakpo's spot when Gakpo goes in 2 years' time. But you need your guy who's going to be there for 5 years now. At the end of the day, I look at it this way: Isak was always going to cost a hell of a lot of money. But Liverpool are making a hell of a lot of money this window. If we sell Diaz for the 75 million that has been quoted today, 75 million euros, whatever that fucking translates to as pounds,
62.
So we'll only need to pay, I reckon, about 15 million on top of that to get Rodrygo. I think the club does that in a heartbeat. By the way, I think that's like an absolute push. They asked for like 80 million. The club does that in a heartbeat. Then all the rest of the money that we're making, from your Elliots, from your Dokes, from your Nunez's, from your Morton, from your fucking whoever, all that gets funneled in towards Isak. All of a sudden, Isak is going to cost you a hell of a lot of money. But in the grand scheme of things, you sell Nunez for 50, you sell Elliott for 40, you sell Morton for 10, you sell Doak for 25. All of a sudden, Isak's going to cost you, 30? Then you've spent about 50 million with all your sales and got Rodrygo and what's his name? And Isak through the door. Gahey, you're hoping you get on a cut price deal because he's in the last 12 months of his deal. So we'll say that's about 30. All of a sudden, you're looking at that going, that's not too bad. It would be a lot of money to outlay in one window. But this is the last year where PSR is in its current form. I don't know how many people know this. The financial rules and regulations change next year, where it's done based on revenue and how big your wage bill is at that time.
Well,
so we really want to put our wage bill up quite high now, so we have a bigger room or a bigger window to work in, because your wage bill's got to be 70% of your revenue, whatever. So we want to have that up high, so we've got wiggle room with it. So I wouldn't be shocked if the football club are looking at this window going, let's get all the deals we can now, and then next summer, when the new regulations are in, we only need to retool. We only need to adjust one thing.
We won't sign Rodrygo.
Why would signing a striker stop us from buying a left winger when we're selling the left winger?
Because then the starting left winger would be Cody Gakpo and the backup left winger would be Rio.
Rio is 17 and he's played one senior game. How are we sitting there going into it going, Rio's going to play 30 games next year?
I don't know why sometimes Tom gets on my nerves. It's because he's acting like I don't want us to sign Isak and Rodrygo. I'd love us to sign Isak and Rodrygo. I just don't see it happening right now. All I'm currently saying is, listen, if we do sign Isak, we won't get Rodrygo. If we sign Rodrygo, we won't get Isak. That's just how I look at the situation currently, because I'm just being objective about it. I look at this team, and if we do sign Rodrygo, then we might sign backup elsewhere. You know, someone who for 20 million, 25 million, whatever it is. Someone on loan for a season, someone for free. Let's not forget, Fenway Sanderson Group here himself wanted Vlahovic. You get me?
No, don't do that.
So he's changed his opinion all of a sudden. Talking about Isak and Rodrygo. He literally said Vlahovic on a free, and now all of a sudden he's talking about Isak and Rodrygo.
Question.
He's gonna sit up here and lie to all of you in the chat.
What did you say when I suggested it? What did you say when I suggested it?
I probably just said, "Oh my god," and that's it.
You're so shameless. You are so shameless.
Yeah, that's what I said. You guys are being so disingenuous, except Jamie. Like, you guys just doing too much right now. Come on, stop it.
Husam, can I break it down?
Yeah, I'm try break it down. Go ahead.
So going into this summer, our attackers were Salah, Diaz, Gakpo, Nunez, Jota, Harvey Elliott, and Chiesa. We would all agree, right? Rest in peace, Jota. We obviously lost Jota, unfortunately. Chiesa's going, Elliott's going, Nunez is going, and Diaz is going. I've not missed anyone off, have I?
No, the only two we're keeping are Salah and Gakpo. So
out of the 7 we went into the summer with, we're only keeping 2. We've just added Ekitike, so we're back on 3. Slot himself, if rumors are to be, did you just flex on the camera?
Brother, it's just like
he definitely is the Shawn Michaels music in his head as well, doesn't he?
Bro, what are we doing there?
It was just a nonchalant moment. I'm listening to you.
Nonchalant. I can't help it.
Oh, here we go. They're gonna make it a big deal.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking flex.
nonchalant.
Here we go. I'm gonna flex. Now what? Now what? I'm gonna fucking flex.
I hope
Now
that
what?
gets clipped up. I hope that
Now
gets
what?
clipped up.
Here, I'll flex. Now what? Now what? Go ahead.
So
I was
we've
just
got
flexing
Ekitike.
nonchalant, like it's just happened naturally. Go ahead.
So we've got 3 attackers now. Slot, if we believe in the rumors and the reports, wants at least 2 senior players or 2 senior players for each position. But he says 2 senior players. He's not just saying just any willy-nilly player. He wants 2 top quality players for each positions, in my opinion. We've got 3 attackers. So let's say we only sign one of Ekitike, one of Isak or Rodrygo. That puts us on 4. Let's say we start using the academy and we have Rio. That still leaves us with 5, with one of them being a child.
You're talking numbers though, but you're not considering the suggestion
Wait,
that
Sam,
Tom just made. The money is too much, Callum.
Sam, it's not though. And here's the thing. What happens in January/December when Salah goes off to the AFCON as well? Not to factor in this. Okay, but we're assuming no one's going to get injured or suspended.
You want to know something?
1 injury or 1 suspension.
Callum,
We're down to
Callum, you want to
3.
know why I'm disappointed in you? You have forgotten the reason why you wore that red robe. We signed Florian effing Wirtz, brother.
I
Do you
never
understand?
forgot. He's
So
a
you keep
10.
talking about AFCON. Which part of Africa is Germany in? Can you tell the world?
No, it's not. But he's playing.
Which part of Africa is the
wing?
Netherlands in?
So is Wirtz
Tell
going to
us.
play right wing then?
Tom, this is a cultural moment. You actually need to be educated because you thought Colombians spoke Colombian. So shut your ass up. As I was saying, you get me.
Like this has any relevance as to whether
Yeah,
I know
you thought
Syrian
Colombian. Colombian. Yeah, hold that.
Colombian.
Yeah, can't even speak. You don't even know languages properly, and he's just trying to chat shit to me. Shut your ass up.
Because your point is fucking irrelevant. Your point
Guys, it's Greece. Guys, it's Greece in Africa because if not, we'll play Simicast right wing when Salah goes AFCON.
That's not the point. Listen here.
Killed me.
First of all, Ben Doak is Scottish. Scotland are not in Africa either. Another educational moment for you. Okay, so Ben Doak is available. Ben Doak is available. Ekitike is French. France is not in Africa, so Ekitike is available. Okay. If we do sign Rodrygo, Brazil is not in Africa, Netherlands is not in Africa, and Germany is not in Africa. So guess what? We have 4 players who can win these games in that period. But instead,
playing on the right.
Thomas Little, you make me want to I really want to pull my hairs out right now. You and Callum always combine for the worst takes in history of YouTube. This is the problem. You combine together to make me lose my shit.
Is, oh my
When
God,
the
I don't think
AFCON
Ekitike
happens,
can play on the right.
when AFCON happens, I've got Florian effing Wirtz. I've got Ekitike. I've got Rodrygo. I've got Gakpo.
Can't play on the right. Can't play on the right. So we got one guy.
Ben Doak and Rodrygo can play on the right.
Ben Doak, as much as I like him, as much as I think he'll be Lamine Yamal, he won't be here.
Harvey Elliott would be on the right.
Harvey Elliott won't be here.
Big up to. Can I big up the other content creators? Big up to BNR for the raid. Thank you so much. Big up to you, Asim. Appreciate you. We have 1,800 people in here. You know, you're all sat here listening to us talking about forwards. Imagine this, Callum. 1,900 people. We're not even at 500 likes yet. What's your conversion rate, huh? Your conversion rate is worse than Darwin. You're all a bunch of Darwins in the chat, to be honest with you. And we're trying to upgrade, try and get to Isak level, try and get to Rodrygo level. So hit the like button, close the live chat, and hit the like button, you bunch of Darwin Nunez's, you bunch of Rasmus Højlunds. Go ahead, Callum. Oh, 1 second. I remember you. See you, Morten. Yeah, I remember. I remember what you said on Kopish yesterday, but I'm going to get to you when we get to the super chat section, mate. You think I have spies, Habibi? I have spies in every community.
What was said? What was said? I didn't see it.
Have spies in every community, Habibi. Be very careful, huh, Morten? You fraud.
Cal, what was said? I don't know what was said. I'm missing
I will fly to Norway and cook your ass. Go ahead, Cal.
Morton just basically brought up some things that happened last season, such as Husam saying would 100% beat Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final, 100% beat PSG, would smash Chelsea and a few other things, and said, is there a Husam curse potentially?
Go ahead, Tom. Then
Oh.
say, and he apologized to Chelsea. Anyway, go ahead, Callum.
So
You were gonna
again,
say it. You were
Sam,
gonna say it.
when you
I know
when you
you.
say things like, "Oh, this person can play there," and that, you're right, they can play there. But we
Thank
have
you.
to assume that throughout the season there's going to be injuries and suspensions. Hence why Slots he wants 2 players for each position. It's the equivalent of me saying, "Okay, cool, we don't need to buy a centre back then." Because you know what? Endo could play there. Gravenberch can play there. That person can play there. They can play there, but are they going to give you the output? And are they going to perform to the necessary requirement for a league championship team? And the answer for me is no. Hence why, even if it's not Rodrygo and Isak, we have to sign at least 2 attackers before the end of the window. Have to. If we don't, it's negligent. It's negligent. And that's not discounting what we've done so far in the window. It's a brilliant window so far. But we can't sit as a fan base and go, you can't have 3 centre-backs going into a season when I can name other players you can play as centre-back who have played at centre-back and then turn around and go, oh, it's fine only having 4 attackers. Come on, guys. We need to think straight
That's
about
Alexander Isak training alone, by the way. That's Isak training all by himself.
Well, I can claim that's racism because you don't even know that that's Isak or not. So what? Every tall black guy is Isak now?
There we go. I can't fucking win, can I? I can't win. I can't win.
Racism, no?
I can't.
That looks like the Mane statue.
I just want to give you a bit of news that's come out on Twitter, and Husam accuses me of something. So I can't win, can I?
Unbelievable. Wow.
At least he didn't go for his typical lines that I apparently say.
Did you think Billy Cometio was Isak as well? Go ahead.
That is horrendous. He wasn't even a good centre back, by the way, but that was horrendous.
He was shit at centre back, wasn't he? He made the
worst
appearance. He made the worst appearance. He was the one that he played against Leicester, no?
He had a 45-minute debut at centre back, made 2 headers leading to goals, and never played again.
He played against Midtjylland as well.
Who the fuck does Billy Cometio play for now?
No idea.
I think he plays in Scotland. I think he plays for, like, Dundee.
He plays for Dundee, bro. He went on loan to Austria, Vienna, Dunkirk, and Blackburn, and now he plays for Dundee.
Yeah, we got. I remember that summer where they just that Cometio press really peed me off.
No, it was the summer. It was the summer after all the centre backs had gotten injured. So we were sitting there, we brought Canate, and everyone was going, "Oh, we don't need to buy another one. We got Billy Cometio coming to us the next man."
No, Tom, it was the summer.
Was it actually the summer where we had no centre backs?
Summer, yes.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
Really Cometio,
Because he played against Midtjylland in the Champions League, the game where Jota got injured for like 4 months when Jota was on a tear.
Did he?
Yes.
I never remember them playing in that game.
Yeah, he played in the second half. It's terrible.
Hey, big up Grizz.
Big up Grizz.
I need to get you on this channel, Grizz.
Yeah, Grizz.
And I need to surrender your channel as well, but we'll leave that for another day. Go ahead. Anyway.
Sam, all jokes aside now, even if you don't think
Habibi, all I'm saying is now that Ekitike is through the door, I understand your point about backups. I'm not denying this. If you tell me Isak, Rodrygo, Malik Fofana, I'll say it can happen. I mean, sorry, Ekitike, Rodrygo, Malik Fofana, yes, it can happen. But not Ekitike, Isak, Rodrygo, everyone. You have some shame.
But why can't it, Husam? You keep on saying it can't happen. Why can't it happen?
Because it's illogical.
Why is it illogical?
Because
I'm not even trying to take the mick. I'm genuinely
that can't be a reason because it's illogical.
From Ekitike's perspective, objectively from Ekitike's perspectives, when he signed for Liverpool Football Club, he'd have had some form of guarantee in terms of game time, like he wants to play because it's a World Cup year as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I doubt we're gonna sign Ekitike for the amount of money we signed him for, and then literally go drop the money as well on Isak. And then go drop the money on Rodrygo. There is a world in which Isak and Ekitike are at Liverpool, but that means that Rodrygo won't be at Liverpool.
Why?
Based on what? Based on what?
Based on logic.
Logic where?
Because there's only 11 players you can put out on the pitch.
Yes.
But you need a squad
we can't all fit in the
yeah,
same
but
player.
Husam, if Liverpool Football Club have
and
the
let's not do
ambitions...
what the Newcastle fans did and said we're going to play Isak left winger.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that. But what we're saying is...
That's what the Newcastle fans were bullshitting about.
Yeah, if Liverpool Football Club, though, are going to have deep runs in the Champions League and take the cup seriously because they want to win as many trophies as possible in the next 2 years, You need a squad for that. If we're going to compete in all them trophies, we're going to be playing close to, if not 60 games a season. Alexander Isak is not going to be starting the 60 games a season. For the past 4 years, Liverpool have had 2 players who can play up front every season, and both of them have never had problems with their game time. Both of them have always played a good amount of games. That's the same thing we can have happen here. Isak, we know he gets muscle injuries as well if he's overplayed. So you have an option in Ekitike who is a bit different to how he plays and can give him a rest in the games where you don't want to play him. It gives you options of how you want to play. It's the same with every other position. I just don't see. Look, I get your whole point of logic. And, Liverpool would never spend this type of money. But Liverpool have already thrown my ideas of logic out the window this so far with all the signings that they've made. So I can't rule it out.
I agree with you. I said this to Jamie in the backstage before we were even live. Look, even us as Liverpool content creators, we know you weren't there because you were late. We didn't expect to have this big of a win. Like, we didn't expect it either. We know this. Like, rivals will come to us shocked. Like, where have Liverpool got the money? I don't know where we got the money because I didn't expect it either. But I'm just trying to be objective and realistic. If the plan really is let's sign Isak, you don't sign Ekitike for whatever, like 80 million euros as backup. You need someone then of a smaller caliber as backup. So I'll give you an example. Let's say instead of Ekitike, we went and signed Mateta for 30 million. I'd say we're going to go all out.
Fucking obsession with Mateta is mad, Every time you're talking about needing a backup striker, it's Mateta. It's Mateta. Because just sit there and go, you know what? Hugo Ekitike.
So you stopped the whole point just to laugh at Mateta, who's an FA Cup champion, who's way better than, who would have literally made us Premier League champ 2 years in a row, but then you leaned back and you thought you're a smart ass, then you suggest Guessand and a week later. Anyway, as I was saying, so had we signed if we signed Mateta and then you say Isak and Rodrygo, I hear you. But it cannot be Ekitike, Isak, Rodrygo.
Why not?
Husam, can I again? I got to push back on that point because I think you're getting it confused with the amount of money we're paying for a player, right? If you're talking about Mateta arguably would turn around to Liverpool more than Ekitike would and say, I demand to play this amount of games because he's a regular for Crystal Palace, as you said, an FA Cup champion, and he's Premier League proven, and he's 28 years old. There is more chance of him walking into Slot's office saying, I want to play more games, in my opinion, than Ekitike, who's 22 years old, behind Isak, for example.
You are so full of shit. You need to go get toilet paper and wipe your mouth right now. That's how full of shit you are. Mateta would demand game time at Liverpool.
Mateta's in his prime now.
Mateta is 28 years old, plays for fucking Crystal Palace. He would love to come out on the bench for us.
He's in his prime now. He wants to be playing now. There is more chance.
There is more chance. Timbers. Oh God.
There is actually.
So now you don't see it with Mateta.
You're missing the point, Sam. There's more chance. There is actually more chance that Ekitike bides his time a bit more than Mateta does because Ekitike is younger. There is actually more chance of that. Ekitike is not a superstar. Neither is Mateta, by the way. But Mateta has a bigger reputation in this country right now.
Ekitike used to play for PSG, and he believes that he can become the superstar. Mateta knows he will never be the superstar.
PSG? How many games?
Jean-Philippe Mateta is never ever going to be the superstar. Are you going to be the starter at Crystal Palace or are you going to be a bench player at Liverpool? I promise you right now, if we called Mateta and told them, come be back up to Ekitike, he'll sign that contract so quick, it will shock us all. Allow it.
He played 26 league games with PSG. Hardly a legend, is he?
How many of them were starts as well because he was behind Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi?
You missed the picture, Husam. You've missed the picture, bro.
You are the one who missed the picture because Ekitike is never going to start ahead of Messi, Neymar, or Mbappe, number one. Number two, I'm saying Ekitike, as a 22-year-old, looks at himself as a future superstar. Mateta's already 28. He knows he ain't no superstar, and he would love to come to Liverpool and sit on the bench because we're Liverpool Football Club, because it's going to give him opportunities to be a league champion, to be a Champions League winner. He can play Champions League football in games here and there, and that's the point, Mr. Callum.
All right. Hold on. Wait a second. All right. So who would you get in as a backup then?
For Ekitike?
Yeah.
Mateta. I like him.
Okay, all right, brilliant. Glad you said that. So let me get this straight. Mateta's going to come to the club and play backup to someone who's played one full season and had one good season in his career. When, as you said, your words, if Mateta was at Liverpool for the last couple of years, we would have been back-to-back league champions. Mateta, who scored more goals in the Premier League for Crystal Palace than Ekitike scored in the German league for Frankfurt. He's going to come and be a backup for Ekitike. In his mind, do me a favor.
Who's okay, I'll answer because there's no thank you. I'm going to answer. Who's younger, Wirtz or Szoboszlai?
Wirtz, I think.
So the Hungary captain,
No,
24-year-old
completely
Szoboszlai,
different.
who's a Premier League champion, who has the most. So you see how I can't answer? I always, when I put him in the corner, he wants
can
to
play different positions.
Habibi, I'm not Stevie. When I give you a rear naked choke, you're going to have to go to sleep. When I give you a choke, you have to go to sleep. You get me? That's just how it goes. When I get you in a corner, it's different with me. You're going to go to sleep. And if you tap, I'll let go because you lose then. Okay?
There is an
Let me
issue.
speak. The thing that your logic is so weak. Szoboszlai played already in the Premier League, has the most GA since Gerrard from midfield for a Liverpool player, and he's going to hold bench for Florian Wirtz, the 22-year-old coming from Leverkusen. Now what?
I'll rebuttal it straight away. Can Szoboszlai play in the pivot? Yes.
Here we go. He's gonna walk.
Can Szoboszlai play on the right wing, even though we weren't
Can
like
Ekitike play in the 10? Can Ekitike play left wing? Yes.
No, he can't play. He can't play the 10.
Yes,
he can't. Ekitike is a 10. Oh, do me a favor. What are we doing there?
Szoboszlai is a pivot. Do me a favor. What are we doing?
You were the one. Hold on. You were one of the ones saying you wanted to play with that.
No, I wanted him right back, not as a pivot.
Even worse.
Even worse. Why did Klopp do it in pre-season then? Who's really cooking here?
Oh, Pepe Reina played centre midfield in pre-season for Rafa Benitez. I never saw him in the area ever again.
Because of injuries. We had
no the pivot have been Pepe Reina and Xabi Alonso.
Injury.
The dynamic Spanish duo.
The problem with your logic is you think that one of the most exciting strikers already playing Champions League football at Frankfurt is going to come and play bench for Isak. It's not going to happen.
You think Mateta is going to want to come and play bench for
the moment Ekitike walked through the door, Isak thing is off for me.
No, it isn't though. No, it isn't, because if the Isak thing was off, the moment Ekitike got announced, our journalists would have went, we tried for Isak, but we couldn't get him done. But they still insist that if a deal is there to be done for Isak this window, they will do it. As I said earlier, Husam, the way they are reporting on the Alexander Isak thing is the way they report on the Virgil van Dijk thing, the way they report on the Alisson thing. It is very, very, very rare that an entire football club agrees on one guy as the main target. But they've agreed on Alexander Isak as the main target. So if, for whatever reason, Alexander Isak became available this window, going off the track record of these guys in charge of the football club, they will, in a nice way, tell Hugo Ekitike, you're sitting bench for a season or two.
If we sign Alexander Isak alongside Ekitike, I'll do a whole stream on Tuesday in my tank top. And I'm not talking about them tank tops that they wear to the gym.
That's a punishment for me.
Yeah, I don't really want to see that.
No, that's a punishment for me because I'm not trying to get naked in front of 2,000 people.
You're the one flexing while we're having a conversation, bro.
You're the one
I was just doing this and I was like, okay, it looks good. That's it, bro. Why so disingenuous? Just like you start to pick your nose by mistake on stream sometimes, Callum. No,
I use my tissue, bro. What are we doing?
He's like gold digging his own nose talking to me. He get the likes up, chat.
You're out here flexing, bro.
Can you respect Jamie? Let him speak.
I love Jamie.
Here's the thing that I think everyone's forgetting, yeah, because I honestly don't believe the football club will look at the sell Diogo Jota, and he would have been the other player, the other striker at our club. So we was only ever looking for one. We're only ever looking for one number 9. Now we know the club like to do a lot of their work way beforehand, so they probably already knew the players they would go for. Why they acted so quickly as soon as the season finished. Now, I now think the club have to pivot for that reason because unfortunately Jota's not any longer with us. So the club have to pivot. Now, pivoting means you've got to go into the market and start talking to agents and players now, and there's not a lot of time to do so. I think Ekitike was always Liverpool's number 1 choice, no matter what. But the opportunity for Isak arose this summer when, for whatever reason, they found out and got encouragement to actually approach Newcastle to try and buy him. Now, that door's not been shut. You know, we know this. The door's not been shut. No one's said that's not going to happen ever. But Liverpool still got their number one target in Ekitike through the door. Now, Luis Diaz looks like he's going to be leaving our football club. So Liverpool will replace him on that side of the pitch by what we're hearing. They will go and get that attacker. So we have an issue at the moment at our club where we do have a hole in our forward line because obviously the passing of Diogo Jota. But as I said, I don't think the club will ever thinking of ever selling him this summer. I think he was safe this summer. So now the club have got to pivot and do some start doing late errands. You don't if you go into the shop, you've got to do some late errands, but you haven't got that shopping list. You don't know what it gets. You do a sporadic shop. I think it's like that. Liverpool are looking at a lot of attackers around Europe right now to see if there's an opportunity maybe to get another attacker in. So I think Liverpool will go till the end of the summer. I think if Isak is available and they find out, look, he's not going to stay at Newcastle. Newcastle can't afford his contract, what he believes he deserves. He doesn't see Newcastle moving forward and he'd like to leave this summer. I think Liverpool will take that advantage and go and get him. But then I don't know if Liverpool will also go and get a left winger at the same time because they do need a centre back as well, which is going to take up a lot of money.
I think that's why the centre back is we're looking at them as cheap, isn't it? That's why we're looking at like a Gay.
Yeah, and that's why some of the rumours. And that's why some of the rumours out there were Gay at the moment is Liverpool are not quite sure if that Crystal Palace are holding on to that 50 million pound mark. And that's why Liverpool have looked at that 18-year-old, is it Leon or something?
Giovanni Leone.
Yeah, who might be a little bit cheaper on that reason. So look, I'm just trying to come with a bit more.
100%.
Yeah, I'm just trying to come in with a bit more.
Yeah, no, he'll be a Liverpool player. Yeah. It'll be. It's just whether it's this summer or.
Does Jamie think that we can sign Isak, Rodrygo, and Ekitike same window?
No.
Oh, Jamie, why are you no fun?
So now that we've gotten Ekitike through the door, I believe Rodrygo is the next option now for us, right? So we're gonna have Rodrygo, Gakpo, Ekitike, and Mo. So that's 4 forwards. Chiesa, unfortunately, I really wanted him to stay, but he's gonna be gone. So it makes sense. It makes sense for us to now probably go for a backup striker. Or if you want to play Malik Fofana and play him right wing, I think that's completely logical.
There is one thing we haven't spoke about, and that's if Diaz actually stays and doesn't leave.
He can't.
So
I
Diaz
think it's completely gone.
No, but if he like, let's go on the assumption that it might not happen because Bayern Munich, Liverpool just won't accept Bayern Munich. I'm even hearing today it's 70 million euros that Bayern Munich go offer, 75 million euros in pound. I don't think that's enough for Liverpool to accept. It's only 60 million quid. I don't think Liverpool accept it. So if they don't accept it, I don't know.
Enough for that.
I don't know if Bayern Munich will come back in after that price. So if they don't and Diaz stays, Liverpool then could pivot to 2 strikers. So Ekitike and another striker.
Now Jamie is being objective. If
Jamie agrees with Husam, Jamie being objective. Someone disagrees with Husam, you're crazy.
Okay, guys, everyone need to chill. If Diaz stays at Liverpool and our left wing options are Diaz and Gakpo, then I believe we can sign Isak.
Yeah.
My problem is I don't think in this moment in time, as things stand, it's going to be Isak and Rodrygo with Ekitike.
That makes no sense.
Okay. I'll make it make
Rodrygo is being bought for pretty much the same price as Diaz, so it's not like buying Rodrygo takes away all the money that was going to be used to sign Isak.
Tom, you're missing the point. I'm talking from. You're talking money. I'm talking logistics.
No,
we have left wing Diaz and Gakpo, right? Up top,
two.
We have Ekitike. Now, if Diaz does stay, which is the Jamie scenario, I think we can go all out for Isak. But if Diaz doesn't stay, I think the club is going to go sign Rodrygo if he wants to leave.
But why did that stop the club from getting Isak?
Right, Husam, you're right in your first point. If Diaz stays, I actually think we either sign Rodrygo or Isak, depending on where slot sees Luis Diaz's long-term future, whether it be a left wing or a centre forward. However, where I think you're wrong is if we sell Luis Diaz, what Tom's saying is if we sell Luis Diaz, we can still get Isak in the same way as if he stays. But if he goes, then you have the money then and the space in the squad to go and get Rodrygo. And I think Rodrygo becomes your starting left winger. So this is what I'm saying. Getting Rodrygo and Isak is not as crazy as it seems. If we were keeping Diaz and Elliot, for example, then I'm going like no way that's happening. No way that's happening. But if we're going to get rid of Diaz as well as the other guys, it is absolutely possible. Am I sitting there saying it's going to happen? No, because anything can happen in football. But it's a possibility. It's a strong possibility. And it makes sense from a footballing standpoint. And financially, we can do it as well. For the first time, we can sit there and go, we can financially do it. It's been proven. It's factually correct that we can do it.
It's impossible to quit smoking with working with you both. It's actually impossible. Because no one here is being... No one is being genuine.
Have I said anything crazy, Jamie? You always call me out when I say stuff crazy, Jamie.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's really shown anything crazy on this show. It's just what it is as Liverpool fans. We're not used to cash. We're usually working vouchers, aren't we? So we're spending this summer, and I think we're all a bit hyped, rightly so, because the amount of money we're spending. I do believe there's money there. I read today that Liverpool could buy Isak and still afford to lose 200 million without breaking PSR.
We could afford to buy Rodrygo, Isak, and Gahey.
Yeah,
we have all the money.
Do you know? I agree with everyone saying this. I just don't know.
The
if that's the way the football club will do.
Money. I'm talking logistics.
I just don't know.
What logistical things stopped us from making more signings? If we sell Diaz and we sell Millet,
you want to know the problem is
you need replacements.
You want to know the problem. Jamie is old enough to be your dad, and he broke it down, and you still choose to ignore it. Okay, you're listening to the wrong person. You're listening to the person that got choked out by his son. So consider your life decisions. Okay. All I'm telling you is, okay, logically speaking, it's not money, Tom. We know Liverpool this summer have decided to become like the cartel of spending. I understand this. I'm just being objective about our current squad position and situation. If we sell Luis Diaz, the logical step next is buy Rodrygo. Okay, so let's say Rodrygo's through the door. Now my left wingers are Rodrygo, Gakpo. My strikers Ekitike. My right wing is Mo. When you bring in Ekitike for that much money, logic dictates that I'm not gonna go buy Ekitike for whatever 70 million pounds to then sign Isak and then tell Ekitike you're gonna go sit on the bench. If the logic next step would be sign a backup level striker and sign a backup level right winger, meaning who's that kid at Roma that you liked, that Argentinian right winger, yeah, or whoever, right? If you get him for like 10-15 million right wing backup, and you go sign Mateta or whoever for 30 million as backup, it makes sense. I'm not talking money. I'm talking logic here. I'm saying you don't bring in someone who is wanted by Man United, wanted by Chelsea, someone who would like to at least push for the French national side, and come tell him, yo, come sit on the bench for Isak. It's just not going to happen.
Can I ask you a question, Husam? Who do you think who do you think starts right back? Conor Bradley or Frimpong?
Frimpong all day.
Why is that? Because he costs 40 mil? Or how much?
Because he's better than Bradley right now.
Okay, agree to disagree on that. But you're telling me there won't be rotation between those two players, even though Bradley costs nothing.
The level of disrespect that you have just displayed, because you are comparing rotating two right backs who are of similar
all right,
level.
I'll go a step further then. So Bozlai, Hungarian captain.
Is the difference between Bradley and Frimpong the same difference between Ekitike and Isak? No, can you not be disingenuous? Don't be disingenuous. Okay, can we establish that you try to be very disingenuous there? You know it.
I'm not even being disingenuous.
I don't think he was being disingenuous. I think
Bradley and Frimpong is incomparable to Isak and Ekitike. Am I going crazy? Here, I'm a flex again.
All right, so Bozlai has to start in the Liverpool midfield then, right?
No, he doesn't.
But he costs more than Gravenberch. He costs more than
No
McAllister.
one is talking about cost. I'm talking about logic for the 100th time.
Your whole logic point on Ekitike was built on how much we fucking paid for him, though.
I'm not talking about cost. Don't bring up money. I know Liverpool have the money. I'm talking from a logical perspective.
So the logical perspective, right? So I just want to check one thing. Who played
Where's
the
Bradley and Frimpong? Here and here. Where's Ekitike and Isak? Here and here.
So, all right. So I'll ask you again. Who are you going to go and get that is going to play backup for Ekitike then?
I just gave you an example.
We're
Mateta.
not getting Mateta. We're not getting him.
Here you go. Oh,
We're not getting Mateta.
Chat. Okay, listen. You guys know how like there is this meme, girl math. There's also Tom and Callum logic. Same thing, no logic. Okay, so Jean-Philippe Mateta is not going to accept sitting on the bench at Liverpool, but Hugo Ekitike is going to accept sitting on the bench at Liverpool. Logic,
I guarantee
logic just
you,
died today.
I guarantee you there's more chance we get Isak than there is we get Mateta this window. Guarantee it.
Doesn't debunk my argument.
It kind of does.
So hold
No,
on.
because we haven't been linked to Mateta.
Exactly, Husam. So we're not going to get him then, are we?
You asked for an example. So I gave you a player that cost in the range of that money that logic dictates he would accept sitting on the bench. That's it.
There's one thing we haven't spoke about as well. Is do we actually believe that Arne Slot's going to play with the same system and formation next season?
No, I think there's going to be subtle adjustments, but it'll be
because if he wants to play a different way, the players we buy might reflect that.
It will be
So
horses, Jay. He'll have so many options that it'll be horses for courses.
That's just like I remember him saying at the end of last season, like we've got to change things up because we can't become predictable next season. So if you look at the player market that we're in right now and the players we're going after, you know, I don't see Frimpong and Connor Bradley not playing. I don't see a team where Szoboszlai and Wirtz ain't in the same 11 sometimes. So maybe he is going to change his system up and formation up a little bit that accommodates other players. So maybe there is a world where, if it is possible that Liverpool can get Isak, he's already thought about a system and a formation that he could put both of them in. Maybe we could think about it.
100%, yes. My point, my big overarching point is this. The world that we're trying to make out where Hugo Ekitike gets no football because Alexander Isak is here is mental. If Liverpool are at the point where we want them to be, playing in pretty much every game possible next year, trying to compete for all the trophies that they can, Liverpool will be playing about 5,000 minutes of football. About 5,000 minutes of football. Alexander Isak averages about 2,700 minutes of football a season. Hugo Ekitike averages about 2,300 minutes of football a season. Now, what does that average out to be? If I had 2,300 and 2,700, what does that make? Does that happen to make 5,000 fucking minutes? Is that realistically what we could do with two strikers? Someone starts a bunch of games, the other one starts a bunch of games. They both get 2,000 plus minutes a season, and they're both happy with their roles.
You had to break it down in minutes.
What you could do.
Hassan, again,
because I'm using logic, Husam. I'm using logic and facts and data.
Now, no problem. Now contextualize those minutes. So Ekitike's minutes are going to be Stockport in the 3rd round, Brighton in the 4th round, Plymouth in the 5th round. That's his minutes, right? The seventh game in the Champions League group stages at home to Al Hilal. That's going to be the games that
we're playing them in the Champions League now.
I'm just giving you an example, like essentially a club no one knows. So that's going to be the minutes that Ekitike. So I'm sure Didier Deschamps is going to be sat at home. The French national team manager are going like, shit, Ekitike scored a hat-trick against Stockport. Let's bring him in the French national team.
Sorry, am I not wrong in saying that for the last few years under Klopp and last season, we were sat there going, our first 11 is so easy to predict. Even doing prediction shows or preview shows just became monotonous because we knew who the starting 11 would be if everyone's fit. Aren't we sitting here now going, maybe, just maybe, Slot wants to get away from the idea of just having a fixed first 11 all the time. Maybe, just maybe, the fact that he's gone out and got other players who can challenge the current players or even take their position in the team suggests that Slot wants to attack multiple trophies this season and in the future, and also wants to have a system and a philosophy in a team whereby no one feels so safe in a team that they down tool or get too relaxed in the team. Or is that too hard to comprehend?
Okay, can I respond?
Hold on. Man United, when they won the treble, had 4 strikers, 4 top strikers. Man City were rotating their defenders and attackers and their midfielders for fun.
Because they played with 2 up top.
Yeah, but they still had 4 attackers.
So we want 2 for 1
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Your logic
2
is
for
so
2.
deep. Okay, who was the 4 strikers? Tell the
For
world.
Man United.
Cole,
Yes.
York,
Cole,
Bellingham,
York,
Solskjaer.
Sheringham, Solskjaer.
Okay. Now, time for context, because you think you can get me here. You can't. York and Cole in their prime. Solskjaer, bench player. Been a bench player his whole career. How old was Teddy Sheringham when he played for Man United? Tell them.
You're missing the point, Husam.
No, I rebutted your point because I never spoke about money. I spoke about logic, and you completely ignored the point. That's why I said when you sign Ekitike and you want to sign Mateta as backup, it makes sense because Mateta, as a 28-year-old, will want to be a Premier League champion, a Champions League winner, and he'll come accept playing on the bench at Liverpool Football Club to play these Carabao Cup games, these FA Cup games, etc. When you're talking about 2 players in their prime that are both willing to...
Ekitike is not in his prime. Ekitike
Okay,
is not in his prime.
But Ekitike wants to play for the French national team. This is a World Cup year. He would have had
he's not
minute
in his prime.
guarantees.
He's not in his prime.
Even the teams that you mentioned had set starting 11s. The rotation that you're talking about, for the most part, came in the cup games. And that is actually when Ferguson started implementing like rotation and shit in these cup games. And that's
So
why
we can't
I
rotate.
remember back in the day when they had a go at him because I think he lost an FA Cup game because he wanted to take the Club World Cup seriously.
So let me ask you a question, Sam, because this is a very real possibility. December comes, Ekitike gets suspended or injured, and Mo Salah has to go to AFCON. What are you saying then? What's your front three, big man?
Rodrygo, Gakpo, and
Yeah, that's what I thought.
you can
Frimpong.
yeah, but the problem in that argument is not the striker position. The problem in that argument is that right wing position.
The striker position is not a problem.
The problem the
No.
argument was the striker position because the only fucking striker is now injured, now out of commission.
My brother, last time the teams went to AFCON, we had Oxlade-Chamberlain play right wing.
Oh,
Yes, someone
Whoop
who
de doo.
played right wing for 6 years of his career had to go play right wing for a couple of games, guys. Fuck, how did we ever survive?
I think Frimpong will play right wing when Salah's away anyway.
Yeah.
But
Who
Frimpong's
plays
playing
up
right
top?
back. Frimpong's playing right back, apparently.
who plays up top?
Or Bendok.
Bendo won't be here. As much as I want him to be, he won't be here.
Or thingy.
Are
Harvey
we
Elliott.
acting like no one's going to
Harvey Elliott won't be.
suspension? What you're saying about the forward line, if I was to say to you right now, we don't need to sign another centre back, you'd be cooking me right now. You'd be cooking
Yes,
me.
but that's different because we had a centre back that played a lot of games last season that is left, and on top of that, we have a centre back that's injury prone.
All right,
Oh,
cool. Hold on, wait. Sorry, Jamie. Really sorry. Who do you want us to sign at centre back, Husam?
Say that again.
Who do you want us to sign at centre back?
Gahey.
Why should Gahey want to come in the prime of his career and play second fiddle to Van Dijk and Konate?
Gahey is never losing his place in the English national team. Ekitike is ranked to get into the French national team, number one. Number two, Mark Gahey is going to play a lot of games for Liverpool Football Club, given Konate's injury record.
Okay. So let's say, for example, we signed Isak. Has he got a squeaky clean injury record?
Yes, but you cannot say this to Ekitike before you get Isak.
Oh, why not? Why not?
Because when you have a meeting with Ekitike, you're not going to go like, by the way, we're going to sign Isak after we sign you, but he has an injury record. That's why we're going to play a lot of games.
Except that's
So,
not
what,
what
so
the
how do you
argument's
sell
gonna
it to
be.
how do you sell it to Grahey then?
You
What are
say
you
to
gonna
Gahey,
say?
and Gahey
Oh,
actually is
if you know, if you
Gahey's
pick up a lot of-
Gahey is an even better scenario because you can tell Gahey that he can be the long-term Van Dijk replacement, and you could tell Gahey that Konate is leaving at the end of the season.
But what if Konate is not leaving at the end of the season?
Yeah,
Then
what
you
if
just
Konate-
might-
But he probably is.
No, but then you're.
But
So
there's no-
hold on. You can't make a promise in a contract negotiation with
You know
Ekitike
I've got
that
you. You
Isak
know I've got
might be
you.
injured, but you can't.
No,
make
you
a promise
haven't got
that
me at all.
Konate will be
You haven't
leaving
got me
in
at
I've got
all.
you
You're
cornered.
just smiling. That's it.
You know I've got you.
I'm just a smiley person. That's all. So, I'm just smiling.
Even
That's it.
if we bought Isak in that meeting, Ekitike would still play 2,000 minutes guaranteed if Isak didn't get injured.
Tom, we have never had a conversation with using minutes ever.
Because you're trying to
you've
use
never had
logic,
to
so I'm
get-
giving you
you've
the
never had
logical
to
point.
get
The
into a
players
conversation
look
like
at
this.
minutes. The players want minutes. The players want to play minutes. So they're looking at it going, right, if I'm going to be the second option, but I'm still playing 2,000 plus minutes a season, I'm happy with that. You know, all our strikers, bar Nunes, played 2,000 minutes last season.
You keep bringing up minutes. It's not about the minutes.
What is it about them? Because it's not about the money. It's not about the minutes. It's about this fucking
You're a
logic thing
gaslighter.
which you've
You're
never
a
been able to break
gaslighter.
down properly.
It's
You are a gaslighter.
making me
logic?
laugh. You're making
Why
me
is
laugh.
logic?
I see now
He's
why you're
making
thriving
me
in a
laugh,
toxic
and then he thinks he cooks me. You made me laugh.
No,
didn't
I
it?
see now why you'd thrive in a toxic relationship because you're the ultimate gaslighter. I see it
I'm
now.
not. I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing because you make me laugh and you're smiling.
This is
problem
what
is-
I mean. Gaslighter.
Yeah, I'm not gaslighting anything. Isak and Ekitike don't work in the same club. That's it.
No, they don't work at Newcastle. They work at Liverpool.
I don't think
So
so.
hold on. Do you think when Chelsea signed the lap, they said, "No, you're going to be the first choice. We ain't bringing anyone else in"? And then
That's
went
why
down
there's
Liverpool.
already reports on the lap unhappiness.
From who?
To be
From
fair,
Matt Law?
yeah, Matt Law's already said it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it like I don't know, but look,
On Husam.
if
You really
Liverpool get
believe that, yeah?
if Liverpool look Liverpool's obviously everyone keeps talking about this AFCON problem with Mo. If Liverpool get Rodrygo, I probably see it as the fact that for a month I could see Arne Slot going Gakpo left wing, Rodrygo right wing, and Wirtz in the false nine, because Wirtz will play similarly to our Ekitike will play in that number 9 position anyway. So the team doesn't change too much, and they're still quite a strong front three. So I can see him doing that maybe if it's in that AFCON period. I don't see a problem with that.
The part that I'm just stuck on is that I'm not looking. I'm saying Isak, Ekitike, fucking Rodrygo, whoever come in, fine. For season 1 and potentially season 2, it looks cramped. But Liverpool Football Club cannot operate on just in the immediate 1 season future. It won't work, so we won't do it. At the end of the day, Mohamed Salah has 2 years left at the football club, unless he decides he's still performing at a very top level and he renews his deal on less money. Gakpo probably only has 2 years left at the football club at this point in time. Therefore, I'm buying players for now and then buying players whose roles will increase in 2 years' time when players who are in the club and have more seniority leave. I am not looking at it in the immediate short term. I understand as well that if Liverpool went out and spent very big on rejigging their whole attack this season, next summer, we're signing fuck all. We are signing no one. And I don't need to. We wouldn't need to. That's why you do it all in one window. And then you have a 3-window period of a January, a summer, and a January where you sign fuck all. And you use that to refill everything up and go big again. At the end of the day, Liverpool Football Club see Alexander Isak as a top target on the level of Van Dijk and Alisson. That level. If he becomes available, they're getting him. No. They're not going to sit there and go, logically, though, we're going to... about. No, they're getting him. Rodrygo. They've wanted this lad since 2016.
Okay, since you're so adamant, you and Callum, let's make a friendly bet. Because I cannot bet money because it's haram. So we have to make a friendly bet right now. With you both.
Can we give money to charity? Can we do charity?
No. Listen, I have a better idea. Let's stick with the tank top idea.
No,
Okay.
Sam, why do you want to see my nipples, bro? I
No.
don't want to see
No.
yours.
No, I'm just going to no.
First of all, how does a tank top show your nipples?
But you're saying you want to get one of the tank tops. That's like a proper tank top.
No, I'm just talking about like this one, like this tank top, you know, this one. Ones that
Okay,
people wear underneath their shirt.
I hear what you got to say, Sam. Go on. What are you going to say, bro?
Okay, so we go tank top for tank top. So if Liverpool sign Isak, I'll do the whole stream in the tank top. And if Liverpool don't sign Isak, you both have to do the streams in the tank top.
No. That's too easy. If Liverpool...
How's that easy, mate?
No, if Liverpool sign Isak, then you do it in the tank top. If Liverpool sign Mateta, I'll do it in a tank top.
No, that's not. No. You're
why?
such a bullshitter. No, don't
why
bullshit.
not? Why
Do not
not?
bullshit.
Why
I only used Mateta as an example. I
Oh,
only
why
used
not?
Mateta as an example.
All right, so any backup striker apart from Isak, then?
No. Because we could sign like Fofana and do the PSG thing. So I'm not even gonna do that. The point why? I thought you're confident, both of you. You both think Isak is going to
I don't make bets on YouTube. I think it's fucking stupid.
Oh, there you are. Now I think it's fucking stupid.
I watched someone become Sofyan. I watched someone become
Husam, I'm taking all the risk in my bet because Isak isn't a sure thing. But you're saying Isak can't happen because we can't sign a level of his type of
any other player. You are adamant that Isak will join Liverpool Football Club. I'm adamant Isak won't. So both of you come up with something and we'll execute it.
No.
Simple as.
No.
Isak related.
I watched you become Sofyan Amrabat for 2 weeks because you made a silly bet about Jude Bellingham's future. I don't make the same mistakes, my friends.
Did you just say Sofyan Amrabat?
You became Sofyan Amrabat for 2 weeks after Jude Bellingham signed for I don't make the same mistakes, my friends.
Okay, guys.
So a lot of reports going around right now that
he is Arab.
My fucking god!
There's a lot.
Are you saying that because you were both camel riders? That's what you're saying.
Oh my word! Jesus Christ!
Is that what you're saying? Did you just say I need to go outside and eat some sand, Tom? Yeah, tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel. Is that why you wanted Mo Salah sold, Tom?
Whoa! I never went to this.
Is there an underbelly Arab
lying on my name?
You Arab hater.
You're lying on my name.
It's interesting you chose Amrabat out of all the bald people. Why didn't you choose
Amrabat because he was the top comment.
Oh, he was the top comment, I'm sure. So you and the chat are racist.
Wow.
Racismo.
Well, I can't win, man. I can't win.
Yeah, you can't. So chat, as you can see, none of them are willing to make the bet. They sat here and they argued about Isak for a whole hour, but they refused to even wear a tank top on stream. Imagine.
Bun it. I'll do it.
You'll do it?
Yeah.
Shake hand as a man right now. Shake hand. Okay, done. Isak joins Liverpool. I'll do the stream in a tank top. Isak doesn't join Liverpool. You'll do the stream in the tank top. Cool. Done.
I can't feel you're taking on a lot more risk there, Cal.
I am, but it is what it is, isn't it?
He's not taking risk. He's so sure that he's gonna join. So yeah.
No, I'm not so sure, but I'm willing to take the risk so that you get some shame because that's what I want.
No problem,
that's
Habibi.
what I want.
No problem, Habibi. You guys that are saying Orni Bomba.
It's about Arsenal and Sporting. They're on the verge of total agreement for Gyökeres.
Oh, well, it's only taken 12 weeks.
I know, 63.5
not even a bomber at this
10
stage,
million. Add-ons need the work. They're now finishing touches. Conclusion imminent. 5-year contract ready.
You guys is Bomba is Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal. That's a Bomba. That's like a fart, bro. We've known about this for a while now. Yeah,
that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, that ain't no Bomba.
But Bomba would be like Liverpool are actually going to do it. You know what Callum and Tom said they would do and sign Rodrygo and Isak at the same time because that's what big clubs do.
You want to know your problem, Tom? You're the biggest gaslighter on this whole platform.
From you!
At least Callum Sanderson took the bet. You couldn't even take the bet.
No, I'm a smart man.
Couldn't even take the bet of just wearing a tank top.
It's not a fair bet.
How's that not a fair bet? You both are insistent that Isak will join Liverpool. I'm insistent he won't. There's no need to drag any other players.
I don't think either me or Cal were insisting that Alexander Isak will join Liverpool. We were arguing that it's not out of the realms of possibility for us to sign both Rodrygo and Isak. But someone has gaslit us, tried to gaslight us and gaslight the chat into believing that was what we were saying. But I'm the gaslighter, apparently, coming from the man who said it's not love if a woman doesn't want to stab you.
Is that a bomb reference? Gaslighting.
Guys. Have you heard Eddie Howe's quotes today?
Yeah,
no.
I have.
What's so,
Eddie Howe quotes regarding Isak. We love him as a player. We love him as a person. Sounds like a song. And we want him to stay. I'd never give the guarantee to anyone because I've been in football long enough to know that I could end up looking very silly. So I don't want to do that. The desire from everyone is to keep him is as strong as it could be. So fingers crossed that will happen for us. And he says that while he's doing training on his own.
Where are you seeing these quotes? Is this a reliable source?
It was. He said
it's from Eddie Hawke. It's from Eddie Howe, so pretty reliable.
Yeah, it came from the fucking horse's mouth, hasn't it? So.
Horse? Is that another Middle Eastern?
Oh my fucking god! You know what?
Sam, let me ask you a question. If we had signed Isak this summer and didn't sign any other striker, and then next summer we went to approach Ekitike because he was still at Frankfurt, do you think you'd say no to us?
Yes.
Why do you think you'd say no to us? Where do you think you'd go then?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I think this is the year where Ekitike will explode. Like, I think this is the season for him to just go all out and just bombard like the net.
Okay.
Why are you laughing, Tom? Why are you laughing? You
I
heard
just know,
explode and bombard.
I just know if I said the word bombard, I knew what was being thrown in my face.
He heard explode and bombard. He started laughing. I see you, you
Fuck's sake.
sly little fox. I see you.
I can't win.
The thing is with Ekitike, I believe in his talent so much. I think this is the season where he's actually gonna genuinely like showcase it. I'll be honest with you. Where the hell you find this Eddie Howe quotes? I'm trying to find them.
No, it was just on Twitter.
I think the Anfield Buzz posted it, but he done the interview to a BBC radio station.
To a radio, he did it.
Yeah, he done it to BBC Radio.
Hey, listen, if I have to do a stream in a tank top, I'll do a stream in a tank top. I don't
By the
care.
way, he makes out that he doesn't want to do this, like he hasn't been sitting there all stream.
That's what I'm saying. I'm the one taking all the risks.
He
I'm the one
wins
taking
both ways. This is not a fair bet, Cal. I don't know why.
I know it's not. I know it's not. But
You know,
I'm
is it a risk wearing a tank top? I'd wear it one now. You know,
I don't think it's that big.
He didn't even need a bet. He didn't even need a bet. He should have.
Listen, I've never shown my muscles anywhere. That's a complete lie.
You said you used to put your muscles on Snapchat, bro.
That's a lie. You can ask
what muscle?
You can ask people who had me on Snapchat. I never post my muscles. I never post my muscles anyway. What did Jamie say? What did you say, Jamie?
You couldn't last the whole show, bro. I did tell you.
I said, what muscle? Could be a bicep, a thigh, an hamstring. I'm asking what muscle. People are taking that wrong. That's other people's problem, man.
I love how he just acts all innocent with it as well. Like we don't know Jamie. Like we ain't been streaming for the last 5 years together.
You know, like.
So what? We all gonna have a moment of silence now, or what?
It could be It could be doing forearm curls. I don't know what he's doing.
Sam, I'll ask you a question. Do we get Mark Guehi over the line?
Yes.
If we don't,
we're screwed.
Oh, I'm gonna smash my kids up, man.
I'm gonna smash your boy, guys.
smash your boy.
I do believe we can get Mark Guehi over the line because we need a starter. That's the difference between like the striker and centre back situation. I think we need a starter level position at centre back.
Well, and we don't for the backup striker. Surely the backup for every position needs to be someone who's capable of starting.
Don't let him gaslight you anymore, Tom.
I can't. Oh.
Who's gaslighting?
He literally threw out the bait and you took it, Tom. Hook, line,
we need a starting level centre back. It's true. Because Konate is not signing an extension.
I don't see us getting Guehi this summer. You know, I think
you get Guehi on a free. I think you get that Leone this summer.
No, I'm not even gonna. I actually think we could potentially get him in January. I don't think we get him this summer.
Why would we pay? Why would we pay for him in January?
No, because all right. So hear me out. Crystal Palace are notoriously hard to negotiate with. They're not budging on their price, and we also know we have got a certain threshold that we're going to go to and leave it. In my opinion, even though I don't like the idea, we can survive on 3 centre backs from now until January, in my opinion. Then in January, you go and get him to boost up the squad. Plus, he'll be cheaper than what he'll cost, and it means we don't go into a war of wages with other clubs as well. January could be the time we actually go and try and get him. I think we'll still try this summer, but I just don't think we'll get over the line.
I think what I've read today, by the sounds of it, is that Palace are trying to sell him this summer, and Chelsea have just apparently entered the inquiry about him as well.
See, I'm surprised Chelsea didn't try and inquire sooner because they need him more than we do, effectively.
So, he's going. I think he will go this summer. It's just, like Tottenham want him, Chelsea and Liverpool apparently in the market.
I think if we get forced to, we just pay what they want this summer because I think it's obvious that he's someone that the club want for long term. But if it's a situation where we believe we can get him for free in the summer, I think we just go buy that Parma kid and then because we've got to bear in mind as well, in 2 years' time, we've got 3 centre-backs right now. In 2 years' time, there's a very high chance that none of them are here.
Yeah.
So we kind of do need to start getting the succession planning for certain guys in already.
The problem is what you guys mentioned regarding the Chelsea situation. If Chelsea get their nose stuck in this, we have to move a bit quicker.
Yeah. Chelsea also want Hato as well.
Chelsea want anyone with a pulse.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Put the Hato in the bag. He's like 70 million, bro.
Yeah, and it's also a left back.
Yeah, you keep bringing up Hato. You can't even name 3 Ajax players.
Is Remco Pasveer still the dead old goalie?
Is there any centre
I'm
back?
not being attacked. I'm just reporting news. Where did that come from?
That wasn't about you. I was answering Husam's question.
No, Hassam's. Oh, was Hussam saying that to you about Ajax players?
No, I was saying that to you.
You saying it to you?
What did I even do to deserve that?
Listen, you're just because you're acting like you Hato's gonna be like, oh, the Hato's this amazing guy. He plays left back all the time.
He's a good player though. He's
he's a good player. Where do you watch Hato? Yeah, name 3 games you watched of Hato, right?
What are we doing here? Are we gonna sit here and act like Hato's not a good player?
You want Mosquera as well? Who else you want?
No, I don't want Mosquera.
Why? You do watch Valencia? Name 3 Valencia players.
Jamie, how long have I wanted Hato at Liverpool for?
Yeah, you have spoke about
where did I want Hato to play at Liverpool?
I bet you right now, if we played football bingo, you'd get the lowest score. Allow it.
You say that. I back myself.
Oh, really? You want to do? I'll do a game of football bingo right now with you.
I actually don't know what football bingo is, if I'm going to be honest. But
There you go. There you go.
I back myself.
I'll stop this whole stream, do 1 game of football bingo with you right now. I promise you won't be able to beat me.
What is football bingo?
You've never played football bingo?
No, I haven't.
Okay, let me show you. This is how like petty I am, okay? So let me show you.
Oh, we knew this already.
This is football bingo, Callum, as you can see on your screen right here. You get me, forget all these ads and shit. So here you see the options, right?
Yeah.
Like played with Pirlo, blah blah blah. Okay?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in. Okay? So this is how football bingo works. It usually has a timer. So you get David Luiz as an example. Okay? What has David Luiz done from all these things? You have to choose it. Like played in the Brazilian league. Leon Bailey, he's Jamaican. You see? Declan Rice played for West Ham.
Oh, so I didn't realize it was changing at the top.
Yeah, so you said there's something you're unsure of, like okay, Ugarte, none of these apply, just skip. Cambiasso, Argentinian. So that's it. You get me? Tevez, he played with Pirlo.
Played in the Champions League final as well.
See? Cooked. That's basically it. That's football bingo. So that should that displays your actual knowledge. What?
Is that an app?
No, it's not an app, it's a website.
Okay.
We can do 1 football bingo game right now. I promise you, I'll beat you on
we
that.
should actually do it as a show.
You actually want to do it as a show? I'm down.
Yeah, we should do it as a show, man. Yeah, we should do it as a show.
I'm down. When do you want to do this?
Is this another one of them shows that you're going to do like this quiz that we were supposed to do in the summer, which we're now running out of time to do as well?
I'm never going to let Drifty run a quiz because he'll make Callum win. I know it already.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Drifty was the one who said he would do the quiz, not me.
Drifty's going to go like, spell Liverpool. Yeah, and then he'll ask me.
We'll get asked to name all the goal scorers from Liverpool's 3-1 winning
name
in
the
1971.
club that Little X signed from is going to be my question.
And then for Callum, like, what colour is Liverpool's home kit? Is it A, red, or B, blue?
Exactly. Anyway, let me read these supers and then we'll get out of here. You get me? Callum has school run. My child is on the stream. Make sure guys are liking.
You need to stop saying that, you know. You need to stop
guys
with that.
Is it because I'm Arab?
Fucking hell.
Is that what you're saying? Is that why you're saying that? Are you calling me a terrorist threat to your life as a father? It's crazy, bro. He keeps racially abusing me on the stream every single time.
I've never seen anything like it, Sam.
I told you,
racially abusing me. Day in, day out, just complete racism. Are you calling me a camel rider? Anyway, we have 1,850 people in here. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Guys, can we get to 1,000 likes? I know you guys enjoyed the shit out of the stream. Let's just get to 1,000 likes, guys. Yalla. Everyone hit the like button. right now. Big up to Redline of Terranga, who says Bozo's disrespected my captain, my legend. For fuck's sake, hey, that Mane statue looks like shit, bro. I'll be honest with
It
you.
does.
It does. Big up Zir says, big up y'all. You're welcome for us taking Diaz. Yes, and you also support Al Hilal. So thank you in advance for taking Darwin Núñez. So I appreciate it, mate. Big up, Habibi. Senegal's supposed to have great artists. What is this for fuck's sake? I don't know.
Maybe that was Mane after COVID.
Oh, Jamie, I told you couldn't last the whole stream. I told you.
I'm just saying.
I
Oh
told
my
you
God,
couldn't last the whole stream. I told you.
He went there. He said, wow, Mane after
I
COVID.
He lost a bit of weight, didn't he? He lost a bit of weight.
Doak will be at Wolves or Casa Sports by then. By then, Tom.
Big Casa Sports.
Casa
Isn't
Sports is great.
it fucking Casa Pia, not Casa Sports?
Isn't Casa like home in Spanish?
I just know it's a Portuguese thing called Casa Pia.
I think Ben Doak will be at Crystal Palace because that's going to be part of the Gueye deal.
Fair.
I think Ben Doak will be at Real Madrid because he'll be battling with Lamine Yamal for the best winger in the world.
Hello, Callum. Hope you're having a lovely day. Wow, you actually sent a nice super chat to Callum.
It's crazy because even though those are the words on the screen, it still sounds like a threat.
Sounds like a threat more than it.
Sounds like a threat.
I hope you're having a lovely day. Let's see how long that lovely day lasts.
John Henry is in town for a reason. He is in town for a reason.
Hey, my owner.
Isak plus Rodrygo plus Leone or Ekitike plus Rodrygo plus Gehi. Ekitike, Rodrygo, Gehi all day.
That wasn't an option.
It is.
It's not.
It says
It is.
No, the options there are Isak, Rodrygo, and Leone, or Ekitike, Rodrygo, and Gehi.
Yeah, and I chose the second one. So what's the problem?
No, you said Isak, Rodrygo, and Gehi.
No, I said Ekitike, Rodrygo, and Gehi.
You said Isak.
No, but we already got Ekitike.
I'm taking the Isak option.
Yeah, give me Isak, Rodrygo, and Leone any day of the week.
Big up, Tom. You're 99% always wrong, but big up. Fair. See, that's a great super chat right there.
Yeah, Bonzi.
Big up to Gregory, who says, I see a 5-year plan starting now. We are going for max trophies for the 2 years Mo and Verge are here, and after the new guys take over with Versus lead. I do see that happening, to be honest with you. I do see that happening. I think that's a very objective take from you, Gregory. So, yeah, I see that happening, definitely. Morton, my enemy. My enemy chatting shit about me behind my back. I never forgive you. You thought you could cook me on Kopish because I was confident headed into Newcastle. I back my club and you think it's confident. A humble Husam. If we get Isak and Rodrygo, then I'm on the bandwagon. Then we're guaranteed to win the Premier League. However, Husam shouldn't say that because then it doesn't happen. Big up to you all. Let's make something clear. I am not a curse because I said we will beat Chelsea and we beat Chelsea. How about all the winning predictions I gave this season where we won?
Oh, hang on. There's some news here. So, Blinder reporting that Liverpool will pay the Ekitike transfer in 3 installments of 3 times 30 million euros till 2027.
I mean, that's suggesting that the add-ons will be hitting that time. How do we know that, we won't just shit the bed and become a crap football club and not have to pay them add-ons?
So, yeah, that's 3 installments of 30 million, which makes sense if everyone thinks we're still going for Isak.
It's almost like we're trying to make sure we've got all the finances in place to fund 2 more big additions alongside a couple of sales, But no, apparently logistically, even though every other point we argued logistically, it doesn't, we can disprove logistically, according to the man in the top left, it just doesn't happen. Why? Just because. No actual rhyme or reason, just because. Like it's the fucking playground argument.
Donkey Darwizi out, Rodrygo in back-to-back slots league. Oh yeah, that'd be a fantastic idea if you sell Darwin and you bring in Rodrygo. Let's go. Run it back. Gonna win the league. A fork can function as a spoon, but not always. It's just what Slabs is saying.
That's
a fork can't always function as a spoon.
Yeah, you can use a fork for cake and for eating pasta. So yeah.
Well, you can't use fork for soup.
That's what he says. A fork can function as a spoon, but not always.
Yeah, but you wouldn't use the fork in the spoon like.
Oh, guys, Just Labs has literally made.
I know it's a bar. It's a bar. Yeah, exactly.
No, but
It's like Tom can sometimes function like a man, but not always.
Absolutely no fucking need, Jamie. Absolutely no fucking need. I've had no problem with your old Street. We've been nice and civil.
Oh, but he's right though, and this is what I keep on saying: a player can function in another position for a few times, but it gets to a point.
Why do you pause that?
But in your point, so we're saying
Other
the fork can function as a
positions,
spoon.
pause.
But when you're eating, for example, cake with a spoon, you're not using the spoon in the same way you
Oh, I
use the
get
fork.
what you mean
Cake.
now.
So it's doing the same job, but in a very different way. So I wouldn't say it's functioning as it. I just say it's doing it a different way.
I'll be honest with you. I eat cake with a spoon. I don't eat it with a fork.
Same.
Just say.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of things with a fork, to be fair.
Tell My Chemical Romance in the corner he's cooked is what Fonzie
Right. The problem is there's 4 fucking corners. So I know it's probably aimed at me, but still there's 4 corners, so I can at least claim it's someone else.
It's aimed at me, I think.
Anything can happen this transfer window. It seems like somebody introduced FIFA 25 game to John W. Henry. Now he's playing Football Manager in real life. You don't know what's mad? The transfer window that Callum and Tom are suggesting can't even happen on FIFA. That's the funny part. Even on FIFA, you can't get it through. You can't.
Don't respond, Tom. Don't respond. He wants to respond.
Apple juice, nose picking, and FSG in. Yikes, Callum.
Don't try it. Don't try it. And I'm on the water.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
I saw you drinking apple juice like 2 streams ago. Big up to Muhammad who says, Sam, love you, brother. You are right. Get Rodrygo.
No, that's not what it says. That is not what it says. That is not what it says. It says to Sam, love you, brother. You are not right. Get Rodrygo and Isak. Makes sense in every level. After all, it's only 4 out and 3 in. You cannot change the words of a super chat. Mohammed has donated $9.99, and you're trying to change his ways to adjust a narrative. I see through your lies and through your deception, and I have had enough.
To be fair to Sam, English is not his first language.
Yeah, English is not my first language, Tom. So I just didn't read the not. That's it. Big up to you, Muhammad John, but you're wrong. Big up to McGregor says, unlikely but possible. Diaz 65 million, Rodrygo 75 to 80, Isak 140, Cody 2026 for 50 plus Rio takes his place.
Oh my God, someone with actual logic. You know what Hassan's been saying?
Yes, but
this one has the
money
actual
element.
logic.
But I'm not talking about the money element, man. I'm talking about a different side of things. You get me? So, yeah. I'm sorry you have to deal with these idiots or something. They're not idiots, Philip. You get me? We're just having a football conversation. You get me?
Shut your mouth, Philip, bro. How about that? You're an idiot.
Idiots, man.
Shut your mouth, bro.
Wow.
You're an idiot. How about that?
Facts. 130 million.
You won't be able to take it if you could dish out, Philip.
Yeah, hold that, Philip. Silly little mug. 130 million for Isak. Give them 180 million plus Darwin Nunes.
Why am I overpaying?
Because it's Darwin in there. Against Stoke, Bradley played right back, Flimpong played right wing, second half, Szoboszlai played right back with Salah first half. Yeah, I know. I've been saying Szoboszlai should be the right back. People laughed at me.
Carvalho played a lot of games in the 10 last year in friendlies, and whoop-de-doo, would you guess what? We sold him straight away.
Technically, Carvalho didn't play any games in the 10. He was the left winger.
Technically.
Sorry, Carl. It was just like I can't lie. It's being your point still stands, but it's just, you know. I mean, last season. Hold on, last season, Szoboszlai played the whole of preseason in the pivot, but now apparently you can't fucking do that.
No one said he can do that. At DH, you need your backup striker in before your main striker if you want better than Mateta, or they won't come. He will get games plus 20 minutes of games too. Yeah, but Ekitike is not coming to Liverpool to play 20 minutes at the end of football games. You get me? That's the thing. Like, he'd want to showcase himself for the French national team, and that's my point. Like, I don't think that's fair on Ekitike. Big up the panel. Hope you guys are safe. Thank you. Love what you guys do. Hope you get to up to 1 million subs one day. Thank you. So apparently Isak wants 300k from Newcastle. Hey, fairs if he wants 300,000 pounds a week. He deserves. He deserves. When blinded by want, man crowns himself king of nothing, yet struts as though the world were his throne. Be happy, but be humble. You'll never walk alone. Listen, no one is announcing himself as the king, but we're very confident heading into next season, mate. Very confident. We're going to win the fucking league. Husam in win-win bet because he really wants to do that stream. No, I don't
Exactly.
want to sit on a stream in a tank top. Why would I want to do that?
But we're acting like he's not going to introduce himself with the Shawn Michaels
Also,
music.
by the way, the light doesn't even show your muscle properly.
Oh my god!
Just so you know. So when I'm doing this and there's light, like you can't see it properly. If I switch off the light,
Fifth time this stream, by the way, people. Fifth time. He doesn't want to do it, but it's the fifth time.
What are we doing here?
I'm gonna prove a point now.
I don't want you to prove a point, bro.
Please don't. Please don't. He's doing it.
I just
Yeah,
switched off the lighting. Yeah.
in a bit,
Watch
you
this.
man.
Flipping
What
Scott
now?
Steiner over here, bro. What
Watch
are we
when I
doing
switch
here?
off the lighting. See, you get a real representation. You see the lines and everything. You get it's different. So when the
So
lighting
it-
is there,
There is a
Scott
shadow. There is
Sorry,
a shadow.
Scott Steiner.
That's it.
you get me? Like it's different now. You see? Now you can see all the details and shit. It's different. You know. So if I do
It's a
this,
shadow.
see the tricep right here. But in the light, you can never see it. In the light, you can never see it.
How
What
did you find
tricep is
out?
that called, Callum? That's the long head. Anyway, back to the stream. I don't want to do that stream, man, but I'm forced to now.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, it's Gaz says Elite Panel, Don the Crash Out Husam, JB Watershed Phillips, Cal Devil's Advocate Sanderson, and Tom Random Player Little. You'll never walk alone, nothing but love. Fair. So you wrote that's all, and then you said nothing but love. Fair enough. Sharif says new Arsenal track incoming. Sharif, you need to get that in soon, bro. We're gonna have to start cooking some of these Arsenal fans with it, brother. I'm ready. Big up to Big Boy J Love. Rodrygo and Isak will be Liverpool players. I put my brother. No one wanted to put your name.
I don't
Yeah.
know whether I read that name.
I don't know. Like that's put my life on it. That's a bit aggressive. You get me? Like put my life on it is a bit mad still, but fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Like we
I mean,
appreciate
it's an interesting negotiation tactic, but we're sort of threatening Richard Hughes that there's blood on his hands if he doesn't get the deals done. So
Casa Sports is in the Senegalese league. Fairs.
Oh.
Fairs. Okay, now it makes sense. It makes sense. I'll never forgive Husam for introducing me to Tom.
Wow.
Never forget. Never forget. Chat.
Wow.
Tom Little was doing streams with my editor, Val. He was literally doing streams with my editor. He was in the doldrums. And then I pulled him and I made him a main star. And now he stabs me in the back and doesn't even check the group chat. Big up to you, Fonzie. Big up to Ash, who says, big up Cal, Husam, Jamie, and Timu Harry Styles. Husam, can you limit how many Haribos Tom has before the show? He's got too much energy today.
I don't know why I put myself through this over Tuesday. You know, I don't know why I do this. I've had like
Because-
one nice super chat all day, and it was like a thinly veiled fucking praise in there.
Guys, can you send nice super chats to Tom, please? Imagine the cooking Rodrygo gives Trent in the Champions League semi-final. Oh my days, the stuff I do for that to happen.
Mate,
Oh
I will be there. I'll be there for that first El Clasico when Marcus Rashford's one-on-one with Trent. Watch me.
The level of disrespect for you to call me who did he? Have some shame. I'm not even gonna read that. Fucking bum. Big up to Philip who says, Callum, you make as much sense nipples on a man.
Spell sense, big man. Spell sense, you mug.
He also misspelled.
How are you
nipples
going to say
as well.
I make sense or I don't make sense but can't spell sense? Is Philip dumb or is he stupid? Which one is it? Do you know what, Philip? Do you know how dumb you are? You pay money for me to read your comments and acknowledge you.
Yeah, but you
You're
Hey,
don't.
there's
about-
nothing wrong with that. Whoa. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're about as useful as a paper bag.
Get
in
your
the rain.
super chat, sir.
Philip, you're about as useful as a paper bag in the rain.
There you go. You're about as useful as Tom Little, Philip. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are
What the
subscribing. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Guys, can we get to 1,000 likes? We're just 50 likes away from 1,000. Let's get there. Everyone, please like and subscribe. Anyway, all these guys' links is in the description. Jamie Phillips football chats. Tom Little with the one on YouTube, Insta, Twitter, the X. Callum Sanderson show, Kopish in the description. Even the Matt One show is in the description. And subscribe to this channel because we're just 5 subs away from 56.1k. The road to 57k continues, ladies and gentlemen. So Let's rock and roll. See, here you go, Tom. Let's end it on a nice one. This is a nice super chat for Tom. See, Lakers LFC, nice guy.
Thank you, Lakers LFC. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to come across as ungrateful, but that was just a statement. There wasn't any praise or anything. It was just sort of a blanket statement of this is a nice super chat. Where was the niceness in it?
So ungrateful, basically, for the people.
I'll say something nice to Tom. I'll say something nice to Tom.
Oh, really? About
Tom, you've got hair like my wife. She has nice hair.
Anyway, guys, yeah. See you guys later, man. I'm gonna end the stream, mate. I'm gonna end it.
Apart from Philip.